I'm actually using with the battery.
Let me guess, it does all these
I
prices
can't get
disappear when you
very
were
far.
here, and
Okay.
you're not too far off. Hey, let me remind you, the camera hasn't stopped rolling. And we're not going to cut away until after Santa Fe has disappeared.
There's 100 feet around.
The magician walks out to sea is one of the great moments in the history of magic. Never before has anyone tried to make anything this big disappear. Time now for the biggest challenge ever faced by the magic of David Copperfield.
And I'm at an airport right outside our studio. Now, the reason I'm at an airport is because the size of our next illusion would be impossible to perform indoors. Now, I want to remind all of you that everything you see tonight is exactly the way you would see it if you were standing right here with me. Now, what you see behind me is a 10-foot high scaffolding. This will form into an enclosure of 3 walls. The 4th wall is made of cloth, and it's lying on the runway right up there in front, ready to be raised into position. Now I'd like to throw it to Sammy Jackson so he could tell us a little bit about the plane itself. Sammy?
Thank you very much, Susan. As Jason mentioned earlier, this is the largest object that anyone has ever attempted to vanish. The weight is an incredible 7 tons, and the price is equally incredible, over $2 million.
In addition to this wall, the plane will be surrounded by a human chain. 50 spectators linked together, making the disappearance of this plane, in my opinion, virtually impossible. There you can see them now, taking their position right around the plane. That switch is a new addition. It controls the light at the back of the enclosure. When the translucent front wall is up, it will backlight the plane and the people surrounding it. Casting their silhouettes on the translucent front wall so that we can see the plane right up until the moment that it vanishes.
I'm sure everyone has a few questions regarding the surroundings or even the airplane itself. So we've invited the Vice President of Yates Learjet Corporation, Jim Greenwood, and also the owner of this particular aircraft, Mr. Clay Lacey. Hi, gentlemen.
Good evening.
First of all, Jim, has this airplane been tampered with in any way?
Absolutely not.
So it is a genuine aircraft.
It's completely operational, Sammy, in every way. Except for one thing.
What's that?
I've drained all the fuel. He couldn't even fly this aircraft out.
Gentlemen, I'm here with Airport Maintenance Supervisor Dick Waters, and Dick, I have a few questions for you. This runway that you and I and, of course, the plane are on, now, it doesn't open up or have any elevators?
No, that's correct. This is a solid sheet of asphalt, and it has a Conrock base.
Okay. The plane can't go up, can't go down, right?
That's correct.
Okay, and it is completely out in the open with 100 feet around it in all directions? Okay, thank you. Straps are being attached to the plane now to lock it into place. The spectators are being blindfolded for a very obvious reason. To protect this, the mystery of the world's biggest and most expensive illusion. Remind all of you that David's magic is performed with absolutely no camera tricks. The illusion that you are watching right now at home is exactly the way he is doing it now. Ladies and gentlemen, David Copperfield. There were no camera tricks. The illusion was actually performed right here.
I couldn't believe it. If I was sitting at home, I could think of some way to get out of it. But I was right here, and there's no way that plane could have left.
Well, it did.
Ma'am, was that plane here just a moment ago?
Sure was.
What happened to it?
It disappeared. What about you, sir?
It's just amazing.
What happened to the airplane?
I don't know, it went.
It went.
Thrilling. It was shocking. You had chills. What did you think when they dropped it and you took down your blindfold and it was gone? It was incredible.
Can move mountains, but that same power can be applied to man-made objects with considerable power of their own, like an airplane. Now, imagine doing an illusion like this, only doing it with a real airliner. To do that, we traveled to the modern city of Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates. Truly enchanting place. I wanted to do one more piece of magic. This is the model of an Airbus A330. At a length of 57.5 meters and a wingspan of 56 meters, it can fly 231 passengers and their luggage. And just as Gulf Air has created real magic with this aircraft, I'm going to do a little magic of my own by trying to make an actual Airbus A330 magically materialize out of thin air. To better understand exactly what this illusion will look like, check out this computer model. It'll all begin here on the runway of Abu Dhabi International Airport. The illusion will take place here. Our live audience will be positioned here on the far side of these two truss towers. Upon my command, the shield will be raised. I'll radio our helicopter and get one last look from his aerial camera. Then, upon my command, the shield will drop, and if all goes well, an Airbus A330 will have magically appeared on the center of the runway. You guys ready to do this? All right, let's make it happen. Chopper 1, let's see your shot.
Copy that. This is Chopper 1. You have our shot.
All right. Gentlemen, raise the shield. Chopper 1, clear the airspace and stand by for my cue.
Chopper 1, we are standing by.
Now, remember, what you are watching is live magic. More importantly, what you see at home is being shared with our live audience here on location. All right. Do it! Now! Oh, yeah! That's it!
Franz, what I see is not to be believed. This is Chopper 1, Mr. Harary. You have done it.
This is going to be fun. Attempting to make this 65-ton SR-71 seemingly evaporate in broad daylight will be be one of my most ambitious illusions. Can I do it? Well, you be the judge. We isolated the blackbird by positioning it in the center of an open-air field. In a moment, I'll conceal it with a parachute. Moments later, if I'm lucky, unlike that rabbit, the blackbird will be gone.
That camera will not cut away. We will hold on to the shot until after that SR-71 has disappeared. Gentlemen, raise the tarp. All right, check it out. Now!
Sounded like a balloon that popped, or maybe it was a photorealistic cardboard cutout that lays flat and blends on the ground. But for the airplane appearing,
For my next attempt at mega magic, we traveled over 8,000 miles to the Kingdom of Bahrain. It's one of 33 gorgeous islands located
it was
in the
probably
Persian
a
Gulf.
platform that opened up in the middle and came up
Called the Island of Golden
to
Smiles and
connect
famous for its
with
saltwater pearls.
the back and the front.
The annual festival, Bahrain Summers, as well as track down
But
a very special
at a
flying
distance
machine.
you couldn't tell that.
On our arrival, I was
Or
met by the festival's organizers
there's
and
mirrors
a 6-foot dolphin.
on the left and right of the
This fascinating country
bars
is a
when
blend
he
of
rolls the
Eastern
sheet
and
up,
Western cultures
and
with
this,
high-rise
and
buildings
that's
and
the
traditional
planes
dwellings
behind that,
mixed with modern developments
or a
and
special
cosmopolitan
glass that
living.
bends light,
In the capital city of
and
Manama,
you
I
can't see the
performed
plane
my
until
live
you
show
drop
to
the glass
enthusiastic sold-out audiences.
and then reveal the plane. Anything's possible. And couplers there's yet to be done the same way,
Although Arabic is
or
the
stage
official
string
language,
knitting,
English is widely understood.
but you hold out the back. One guy lets go of his hand on the far corner. Tim and Huster mentions that in AOT.magic.secret.
Well, that's understood by everybody. I thought it would be a cosmic feat to try to create some mega magic with the festival's
What I've
coolest
seen
exhibits.
is the black line in the front is 2 half cuts of a plane, but you can't see the wing. It's the vanishing shaper idea
The Russian
on a
space
bigger
was called the
scale,
Buran. It means snowstorm.
a larger
It went into
scale.
space 25 times. Well, now it's sitting here in Bahrain. I'm going to try to send it on one more mission. This one into another dimension. To verify the illusion and
There's people
to
from the
isolate the
circle,
orbiter, I've asked an audience of volunteers
and
to
there's
perform
children
live
there,
events.
but when he goes to do the trick,
They
the
will
illusion,
become your representatives
see
at
those
home.
girls here,
Most importantly,
when they
remember,
go to do the
what you're
illusion,
about to see is accomplished without the
you
aid of
believe
any
some others will
electronic
comment on that,
trickery.
but the girls are not there.
All right, let's do it.
That's because that's a cardboard. The camera's on a low level, and now they just drop it and blends in the ground, because the background is the same. Harary does that in an illusion on how they do that, making a mini sub appear out of nowhere, and it was hidden on the stage the whole time with fog.
a moment later,
There we go.
and everything will be exactly the same. But there'll be one thing missing. The entire Santa Fe Hotel Casino. So before we get to that, let's go pick up Casey and check out just how big this place really is. Girls, we're out of here! Check this out. Nothing! Girls! Bring up the clock. Live from Brooklyn out to the California seashore. Girls walk through ball. There's my man hanging out at the back. So I want people if you're having a good time and singing along with my rhyme. Now!
This called DMD Muscle Difference Association during Labor Day weekend, which reminds me before school starts, they'll do it again.
You know, this hotel's got a massive casino and a bit of space is occupied
Niggas
by
have
the hotel.
magicians on there like Franz and whatnot.
Let me guess, you started out making tricycles disappear when you were a kid, eh?
You're not too far off. Hey, let me remind you, the camera hasn't stopped rolling. And we're not going to cut away until after the Santa Fe is disappeared.
One camera all the way.
Casey, remember, you're the eyes and
Casey
ears.
Kasem
Everybody
does the
watches
voice
this at home.
of
Absolutely. Right?
Shaggy
Close your eyes.
All right.
Just kidding.
and
Let's do
Robin
this for real.
cartoon originals.
Thanks, brother.
And his own voice on
Girls,
G-Force Battle of the Planets, the main captain cartoon. And he did the radio DJ.
raise the curtain. Now!
You did it, Franz. You did it. All right.
We got it.
Seeing is believing. Jerry, how are you going to top that one?
Casey, there's one more thing we got to do.
Yeah.
Liz, you there? Send off your flares. Oh, yeah. A thing of beauty.
Congratulations. Congratulations to you. All right, now what do we do, Jerry?
I tell you what, you better put the hotel back. I mean, Paul Loudon and Sue Loudon are nice people, but that's their other hotel. I think it would be wise. It's a very nice illusion, but I think they like that place. It cost them a lot to build it. They had a lot of money going there. I mean, it's a very important property. I recommend you put the hotel back, Franz.
Took them a year and a half to build this the first time. I think I can see that a little bit.
Do you want me to help you?
Easy, I think I got it. May I? Okay. Girls, let's bring this back. Raise the curtain. Now!
They say seeing is believing, but I see it and I still don't believe. Congratulations.
Thanks, Jerry.
See you, Jerry.
That's incredible. Just incredible. I mean, I'm talking about...
the worst thing I could do is freak out on this thing.
I know, we had a little trouble in the handcuff. We're dangling up here, and we can't get out of the handcuffs, and this thing is going... What if we're still encased in the box, we can't get out of the handcuffs, the smoke bomb does go off, we could kick the box open.
Yeah, okay. Even though the
Couldn't get the
magic is
handcuffs.
screwed, we just be real careful that you don't kick yourself off the box with it.
It is now time for our grand illusion. All right, now, as we told you at the beginning of the program, we are going to climb inside this box, where we will be handcuffed together in the box with a timed gas grenade. They will then nail the box shut, and we will be elevated to 85 feet. We, at that point, will try to free ourselves from the handcuffs, get out of the box, and try to rappel down ropes before the timed gas grenade goes off. Let's now meet the pyrotechnician that invented this gas grenade. His name is Mike Sullivan. Mike? What are the dangers that we should watch out for as far as this is concerned?
It's a very toxic smoke grenade, and if you breathe it, your lungs will freeze up.
Toxic, we would die from it?
Yes.
Could you demonstrate what the gas is and what it looks
Certainly
like?
can.
All right, Mike. Now, in order to do this particular illusion, we had to bring somebody in that has experience with this kind of thing, and we got with a guy who's done this sort of thing before. Please welcome Master Illusionist Franz Harary. Pleasure. You guys ready to do this? We're ready. Cool. Let's rock and roll. Take your position on the platform. By isolating Mark and Brian off the tarmac, it enables you to keep track of them at all times throughout the illusion. Guys, take your place. Here comes the handcuffs. Out. One. Out. That's two. Okay, guys, nail them in. I'd like to note they'll be making their escape with one hand only, leaving their other hands visible at all times. The reason we chose Van Nuys Airport to do this illusion is it's a vast open area, and there's no way they could make their escape without you detecting it. From this point on, the camera will not stop rolling and will have one continuous take through the completion of the illusion. Now, once the box is raised, I'll pull the pin on the smoke grenade, at which point Mark and Brian will have exactly 25 seconds with which to hopefully make their escape. Okay, bring it up, guys. Again, from this point on, the camera will not cut away. Bring her in, bring her in. Hey, Mark and Brian, I'm getting the smoke grenade. Again, you've got 25 seconds from this point on. Here we go. Take her up. Mark and Brian are trying to release themselves from the handcuffs. At this point, they've got 18 seconds before the smoke bomb will go off. Let's go, guys. Let's do it. 9 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. It's fired. Should have been out by now. Guys, just kick the box open. Just kick it open. Forget the handcuffs. Just get out of there. That's it. Bring them down. Lower the crane. Just get them down. It's over.
copperfield.
The tank is now completely locked down.
Each of them will be holding a large equipment in behind the beam. The airmen stationed here at Edwards Air Force Base. Each of them will be holding a large panel. I'll be standing behind this exhaust shield.
I guess I just gotta do it like this. That way I know I'm going to get the Lance Burton Beacher stealth bomber.
Concrete. Okay, so the secret stealth technology, does that mean the plane can really become invisible? On radar, it's very difficult to do. Just concrete, under the floor, all concrete. Okay, so the secret stealth technology, does that mean the plane can really become invisible? On radar, it's very difficult to detect, but not with the human eye. We don't have that kind of technology yet.
Army tank vanish.
Okay, folks. It's time to make the stealth bomber disappear. This is the magic shot. From this point on, we won't cut away, so don't go to the fridge now. Vanishing the B-2 is obviously a very big job. That's why I've enlisted some support from the United States Air Force. We're moving some heavy military equipment in behind the B-2 that will prevent the plane from moving off in that direction. Blocking the sides will be 40 airmen stationed here at Edwards Air Force Base. Each of them will be holding a large panel. I'll be standing behind this exhaust shield, not to protect. Just concrete, under the floor, all concrete. Okay, so the secret stealth technology, does that mean the plane can really become invisible? On radar, it's very difficult to detect, but not with the human eye. We don't have that kind of technology yet.
There's a slight pause in that yet.
It's time to make the stealth bomber disappear. This is the magic shot. From this point on, we won't cut away, so don't go to the fridge now. Vanishing the B-2 is obviously a very big job. That's why I've enlisted some support from the United States Air Force. We're moving some heavy military equipment in behind the B-2 that will prevent the plane from moving off in that direction. Blocking the sides will be 40 airmen stationed here at Edwards Air Force Base. Each of them will be holding a large panel. I'll be standing behind this exhaust shield, not to protect me, but because I have a few top secrets of my own to protect, like how to vanish the stealth bomber. Operations a go. Close the doors. Now remember, folks, since we walked away from right beneath the plane, this camera has not cut away. Here it is, the world's first truly invisible airplane. Drop the shield! Outstanding. Mission accomplished.
It's hard to see when you got the black bars on left and right, but on without the black bars,
We've all been waiting for.
you can see the B-2 stealth bomber's wing on our far right.
Other magicians have made large fixed objects vanish, like national landmarks,
And the road
hotels, and even airplanes.
changes.
But no matter what the
has
object,
a different
always
thing.
perform the trick the
One
same
has
way.
lines, the other don't have
The
lines.
tank rolls into position,
It's two different
and the engine is
locations.
shut down.
And
It
if
would
you
take
look
nearly
down,
5
you can
full
see
minutes to
camera
fire the
movement.
tank back up so it could move again.
Video camera movement.
So you know it couldn't just drive away.
And you get an idea
While
by
the masked
Valentino
magician
doing the
inspects
tank
the tank,
vanish.
his assistants begin to lock it down with heavy chains.
Matt was
The
Yellow
magician
was
makes
saying,
sure the chains
"I
are
know,"
secured,
'cause he
while the
came in
assistants
and
move
said,
to the front of the tank,
"Dave said,
where they
"I think
attach
it's
still
done."
more chains.
Oh, like the Green Hornet, it revolves.
The chains are bolted to the
And
ground.
you put it on the top. That would work, but that's not how you do it. It's like the Statue of Liberty
The tank
vanish.
is now completely locked
They just
down.
use a turntable, but in this case they don't use
The
a
magician walks
turntable.
under the 20-foot-long
It is
cannon and
used
takes
a
one last
railroad
look at
track
the tank.
and move to a
Everything is
different
set.
location.
In order to pull off this amazing illusion, the magician needs a little help from this magical picture frame. There are no camera cuts or special effects involved in the creation of this illusion. I can assure you that this is one continuous shot. We have merely gone from a wide angle to a close-up. He reaches through the magical picture frame to prove that this isn't merely a painting or a mirror. It isn't. As he pulls down the shade, you can see that it has a drawing of a tank on it, and not a particularly good one. Let me assure you the tank is bolted down and couldn't be moved in this amount of time. Presto. The tank has vanished. Where did it go? The magician walks over to the area where the tank used to be. How is it possible to make something that weighs 55 tons disappear into thin air, and so quickly? Don't worry. We'll let you in on the secrets. This is one disappearing act that is not done with smoke and mirrors. Here are the secrets. Once it is chained down, the tank never moves. Believe it or not, it stays in the exact same spot. This is the key to the trick. When we pull back, the secret is suddenly revealed. While the tank remains stationary, everything else moves. The magician, the camera, and the picture frame. They are all on top of a specially built platform that sits on wheels, so it can roll from its position in front of the tank to a matching location without the tank. You never feel the movement because everything is traveling together. Sometimes this trick is performed with a live audience present. I can tell you now that they are always in on it. When the shade is pulled, the assistants have only a few seconds to scramble into their new positions. Everything looks the same. The lights, the chains, the assistants, but the tank is now gone. Of course, we know that it's right where it was when the trick began, just 20 feet away. Here you can see the two identical locations.
If you wanted to.
And that's how to make an army tank disappear. Or any other large object.
This
if you want to know more of magic's biggest secrets,
behind it,
call 1-800-230-5557 for a video cassette of tonight's program.
In a circle.
If you order now, you will also receive a never-before-seen bonus trick. So call 1-800-230-5557.
The phone number probably don't work no more.
And the secrets of magic will be revealed.
Show that a long time ago.
Has never been completely
and
tested.
already did that one.
David Copperfield is going to try to make a 7-ton jet disappear. Because of the magnitude of the illusion and the uncertainty of its success, what we are about to see is one of the great moments in the history of magic. Never before has anyone tried to make anything this big disappear. Time now for the biggest challenge ever faced by the magic of David Copperfield.